efforts are rare. The brothers giving up here, the parents from there. The work with my life without care.
I live
Master.
Play Paris, who make on you, I can't ask you to be venue. Say my journey, Tina can ask him my jamo. And he's no money, the more I get you. And you love me, the more I get you.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the TV, and I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside to Raji to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. ancestors continue to sing and continue to dance. They are still here.
But Joseph Baba no, we not Joseph Baba to and we are not going to. We are taking your own problem, no way. You know that you are stepping on this matter. Go to Ghana, my brother. As I say, go to Ghana. If you can get sick at the airport or any other. You can't get sick as foreigner in Ghana. You can't get sick at. I was talking that period. When last you see Joseph management fought, have you seen the illegal fought? I give him a second. What Ghana? If you don't have Sika to the airport, what point? You can't get Sika.
All right. Wow. Oh, this country of ours, folks. Yes, indeed, Liberia is that. Someone will say Liberia is not your mate. You know, yes. No wonder Liberia is not our mate. It's good to go. Yes, I think I'm good to go, and the show is good to go to also. So, folks, what a way to go! And let me say the pleasant good evening to all of you, our dear channel listeners, especially those of you who follow us, those of you who are listening to our via the radio. Also, let me say the pleasant good evening to all of you. Yes, that's the best way to go. And then we got to greet you. We just try to tease you with some of the happening back home, especially those of you who in some of the countries, and maybe you outside of Liberia and you thinking about Liberia every day. You worry a lot because, mind you, though, yeah, no one can be asking, about the issue of, in fact, they will always use patriotism and this and that and so forth. But there are people who don't sleep for Liberia business. They worry, they cry. They think, and they their mind. Every time when they wake up, they want to hear good news. Every time they wake up, they want to hear that, oh yes, today the president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency, has cut off all of the waste. That means the president cut off all of the one person came 500 gallons of coupon, 200 gallons of coupon, and all the things have been cut off. And the president of the Republic of Liberia has reduced the salaries of government officials, ministers. Yes. And when this thing happens, then these monies will be used for the internal purpose. When you go to a church, those of us that can, after when the president collecting, they are going to offering, right? They can say, let the money be used for the internal purpose. But Liberia, I don't know what kind of purpose can be used for. They can be used for who? For no, I don't want to use the word because I think God and I use the say thief, but for us to say Thomas Fallah. Yeah, you know. So let's move, people. Today is Tuesday, having to be the 22nd day in the month of July. For a matter of fact, 10 minutes past 6. That's the time check from what I said on broadcast. And I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Let me see. My team will be here this evening with me. But I recognize all of you people. Don't forget that we're already into the 26th week. Anything for us here, we don't say pay your tithe, pay day and do the no, no, no. Or in fact, no. Anything God lay on your heart that you think you want to be generosity. That means you think you want to, be good to us. All the numbers are there. You will see the local number, you will see the international numbers. All the numbers are there and they are rolling beneath the show. So the best thing to do is just chip in and say, yeah, SKTV people, let me wish you, 26. Or in fact, you can even use us, some of us, use us to get to other people. Yeah, maybe it's a maybe I want to help maybe one or two, or maybe 2 or 3 persons, and but I don't want my name out there. But can you please help me to do this? That's another way of giving back to your country, to also, because yeah, we will talk and we'll also live. Indeed, good evening. Let's share the show. I know you will watch the highlight. That's the highlight. But today we'll have a specific topic. I will go. We'll be talking about. Yeah. But again, let me see what my team setting up. Monk will join us very soon. Monk already setting up. Monk will be here with us. Yes, indeed. So good evening to all of you. Yes, indeed. Good evening to all of you, our people. Hopefully by this coming, by this Saturday of ours on Liberia Region 178. And yeah, let me recognize a few of our people quickly before I bring more on. Yes, indeed, Ali Donso, good evening, and thank you for joining us. Rabba Fasulu Jackley, good evening, thank you always for joining us. Linda Yimpa, thank you. Sidiki Trory, thank you so much. Bizina Monk already here. He said, maybe let's encourage the people to share the show. Indeed, please share the show. Look, share this show to all of the groups. I don't even know that people can follow this show. Some of you are just be thinking that we're joking. We're not here to joke. Maybe you think that we can't waste our time. No. Your people, then you are listening to the protester. They'll be singing all kinds of songs. No sleep for the wicked. And that's the kind of life. But let me bring my brother on Mongo already here. David Williams, thank you for joining us. And Monk, let me say good evening, my dear brother. I know it's maybe afternoon or maybe it's morning time to your end, but again, from us here, it's evening time. Good evening to you, my dear brother. Monk. Okay, well, so I think Monk's this. Yeah, okay, I'm getting on, Monk.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, my brother, nothing much. It's just that the weather here just cold. The rain since this morning. They've been drifting to our area because now I can't say the rain falling because it's just like, during the time of, yeah. So the high low here, but the weather here is very cold. But go ahead, my dear brother. We are okay, thank God. And, we're in the 26th week, but thank God for life.
Yeah, thank God for life, and thanks for that disclaimer you just make in the form of an announcement. The holiday season is coming around the corner. I don't know, for some reason our folks are not contributing to SKTV, but we can't forget about you and the rest of the crew. We must continue the show. So I call it a coalition of the willing. If you don't want to contribute to SKTV, we got Melbourne here and other people that come on the show every day to make sure we bring you events unfolding in the country. So at least you got a charming few days from now, going to be the 26th. We can boast of the years, 178. We're going to almost 200 years. Can you imagine? We are less than 3 decades shy of 2 centuries in existence, and we are still one of the least. So for me, I'm not in the business of celebrating 26, but people will still celebrate no matter what. Everybody got a way of doing things. For me, I don't see nothing to celebrate after almost 200 years. But you said it right. I mean, we'll be looking forward to people. The numbers are there. The offering basket on SKTV stay there. So if you got something for Melbourne and the crew, for me, I'm not of it. For you guys in Liberia, you are the one we advocate for the most, or we can handle our own hair. We are not rich, but at least we can take it ourselves here. For you guys on that end, we got to make sure things keep going on. But a lot of things happen in the country. Maybe let me just transition a little bit. We'll be showing some videos here today, and we'll be talking about a disturbing video that emerged out of Lofa County. But let me stop right there for now. We say in the introductory phrase, so let me turn it over to you, and then we can pick it up. And then
yes, my brother, thank you. You are quite correct, because most of our people outside of Liberia, I think they are the one now who's standing very tall, especially when it comes to the issue of support towards the media. They do. Let me be frank, and let me say this here on this platform, that indeed those of you out there, don't even overlook your little 1 or 2 cents that you send back home to review media institutions, to the media practitioners and so forth. All of these things help a lot. Let me be frank, because we said on the platform, do you expect, like, for example, for more Ali to come here and say, oh yeah, you guys have been doing well, let be able Ali to come and appreciate you? No, they won't do it. They won't do it. And that's the difference, because they feel that when you stand it tall, or in fact, when you are talking about the AOs, that means you are against them. So because of that, most of the media institutions suffer a lot. Sometimes these are things, but sometimes the media will not want to come out to be crying, to be complaining, to be talking, but that's a fact. Some of the advocates, Mark, they come here, they use the media, they use the platforms, they use all of the things, but at the end of the day, even when some of them are given opportunity to even serve, they don't even come back to the viewer media institution and say, yes, I think it's about time that we give back. Even if there will be business, you can even do a business with the media institutions, and that would be good. But the media has been used on so many occasions, and at the end of the day, they dump the media. So sometimes I feel sorry. Some of us, the day we maybe when we live from the media, and we'll be thinking, wow, it was really, in fact, a lot of times, a lot of energies. That's why sometimes when we are ill, like for example, a person do SOS call. For me, Monk, it get to me. Let me be frank. That a professional.
But what are you talking about, Mavon? I'm not trying to cut you up, because the last time I checked, they had a whole program for you guys. They gave you guys souvenir, even though there was no food, you didn't drink water, you didn't eat for some people, because there were more people that I think they elected, and other folks in the government, they were given first row seat then, because the program was intended for media practitioners. But when we look at the picture, the vast majority of people that attended were not even members of the media. So that's why they had limited resources. They gave you guys souvenir, you posted pictures of that event, but you said it right. At the end of the day, they will not interact with you guys, because they believe standing up for what is right, and the truth means you're an antagonist. So they don't expect that to get any better while they are there. Yeah.
Well, so that's it, my dear brother. So we can transition. There are so many things
that happen. Stay on our 400-500 mark, guys. Share the show.
I think I played some. Yes, I played some of the video, but I don't know whether you want us to play again for a few minutes, like the happening for the Ministry of Transport. Maybe we can start with that before going straight into our topic. And what say you? Well, first of all, what are some of the trending national issues maybe that you've been observing throughout the day?
Well, not much. I just read something about the former suspended or in battle CEO of NOCA, Swakoko Dene. I think she just posted a bond of $255,000 for her release. And I saw something, the video from yesterday in Lofa County, like I said, was a very disturbing video. I don't know. I expected a total repudiation from the president, but he sat there and he was cheerleading the cause. So we'll get into that topic. And not so much. I would say those two stories. I think I read something on Front Page Africa earlier concerning some, I don't know, I can't remember if there's the African Development Bank or president or whosoever that were blasting our elected official about stealing state resources and putting it in their pocket and something like that, if I'm not mistaken, along the line. But I think those stories are the one that caught my attention for today. So, yeah, not much.
Yes, indeed, Mark. Let me also join you to say yes. Apart from this story myself, the only story too is the Ministry of Transport regular protest. Mind you, according to the employees from the Ministry of Transport, they are complaining that the Liberia government were able to sign an agreement with the Liberia Traffic Management, a company, according to their own, but a foreign person, or they call them, I know, some Lebanese people, according to them, and they sent them. They've been protesting that government planning to pull them down, and there are about 1,000 plus civil servants who work at the Ministry of Transport, and the protest went around now. Even though the speaker, when it started, the speaker went there and he was able to intervene, and he promised them that he's going to find solution to this. But then, Mark, this issues keep intensifying. Maybe we'll take one of these days to do it as a topic, but the issue keep intensifying. So this morning they were seeing again at their office protesting against what they call government taking them out of job. So quickly, I don't know what, maybe you want to chip in on that quickly before transition.
Well, I can't speak to that issue because I don't have too many information on that protest. I saw people protesting, but I haven't been following to say I can really delve into it. I don't know I don't know the essence of the protest or what they are trying to accomplish at the end of the day, whether it's about layoff, whether it's about not getting paid on time. I am yet to fully understand the gravity of that protest to know what it's all about. So hopefully, I don't know if there are articles out there. I haven't crossed over any one of them in the news, so it won't be something that I can speak to because I don't know the ins and outs of that protest. I mean, I'm seeing people protesting, but I don't have so much information. For me, I don't talk about things I barely know about, so I will skip that for now. I'm not too informed about that protest. Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you, Mark. So quickly before we go, let me also join you to say yes, indeed. I was following that happening. I think that was on today, where I think the president has some interactions, I think, with some young people and the ministerial complex, and the outgoing African Development Bank head who was blasting. And you are quite correct. In fact, you were also saying that if you don't want to work, don't ask for a job, because you can't ask for a job, then you are not working. You're there collecting salaries or in fact do nothing. So I think he was right, and I think Liberians should also take cue in that if you don't want to work, give space or give way to other people that want to do the work. But you can't occupy the positions and you do nothing. And these are some of the reasons why we are moving nowhere, Mark, because there are a lot of people who occupy some of the positions, and at the end of the day, they poorly perform. But again,
well, I mean, you can't blame them. It's a culture, it's a mentality. Even in the Western world, sometimes that's what happens. People go to the public sector with the intention of getting rich overnight, to go there to steal because there is not too much of a work ethic. Not too much work etiquette. You are not going to be going on a continuous update. There's no competition as to people who will challenge you on the job, performance report, performance review. And it's not like the private sector where you got to be on your game because someone is right next to your heels trying to take over that position. Matter of fact, when you go to work, you must keep updating yourself or keep advancing yourself with more job training because the competition is stiff, and every penny you make, it must be accounted for. In the government arena, it's a whole different thing. Whether you go to work late, you're not performing, you believe that you get a specific period of time that you must occupy that position, and you could care less because for you believe that your job is almost guaranteed, except maybe you force on the president wrong side before you can get fired. So that's one of the fundamental reasons people go into the public sector, because there is nothing to be done. You don't have to push yourself to the limit. Your money is guaranteed. You don't have to perform well. And maybe if you get more favor, you could only perform and still maintain your position. So it's one of the if not the main reason people go into, that's why you see everybody want government job in Liberia because it's the easiest place to make money. You can steal and get away with impunity. Nobody's watching over your shoulder. You're not being supervised that much. So it gets like a free ride. So what do you think? I mean, for human being, it's part of our natural instinct to take the easiest path. So people will keep flooding to the government position or in government position like the or AFDB president is saying. I mean, he can blast all you want, but the moment he leaves from over there, it's business as usual. That's it. Just for the camera.
The people us here, Mark, it's just about time. other people are saying that in fact, to the Ministry of Transport or employees that, you know, as long as they don't already, you know, government already do what they want to do. So anything you do now, they just you are just wasting your own time, you know, and that's the kind of a society that we live in. You will want job. They gave you, even Monk, look, they even take this even out of government. But people will come to you and say, Monk, I won't do business. I won't do this. And you take your high-end money and give to them. At the end of the day, they do nothing. They will come again and say, okay, I won't work. Then you gave them a job. Some of them will even work for 1 week. After 1 week, the next week, every day are stories. Like, oh, my mom is sick. This one is happening to me. Because the citizens to see everything the way the government do perform it. Now everybody performing and now everybody just behaving. So the issue of trust, the issue of performance, nobody care about that. Nobody care about character. Nobody care about integrity. So that's what the entire society just mess up. But let us transition into our topic for today. I guess that you are already aware that on yesterday, representative of district number 1, right? Is that Fallah district?
I don't even know.
Yes, I think it's Fallah district lawmaker, Representative Thomas Fallah, yesterday make a statement during his delegation of his police depot.
Let me hold you 1 second, right? I sent you a video earlier, and you were talking about work ethic and talking about the culture. We just because the Thomas Fallah issue is the topic of the day, so we most definitely get to it. I saw the chairman tagged me to a video yesterday about this lady when we talk about work ethic and being passionate about what you do. If it may sound funny, and I will extend that invitation to you. Like if anyone out there that know that lady, the chairman said he want to get in contact with her, Chairman Yato. Maybe he got something in store for her from a business standpoint. So I just want you to show that video and people can reflect on that video and maybe they can get in contact with her or through you because you are the point man on ground for Sktv. So we can just go to the Thomas Fallah situation and then we can take it from there. Yeah,
my brother. Thank you. Next time when I saw that video, Mark, I
think she's the most passionate saleswoman I've seen in recent memory. And the chairman saw that video, chairman for it, and we talk about that video. So the chairman said, "Oh, when you guys on the radio, please, you do it for me. Or you're anybody out there that got her contact, they can reach out to you or anyone or Truth FM, and then maybe they can get in contact with him." So you can play that video. I think it gets 1 minute, and then we can transition.
Yeah, I try not to play it. Yes, indeed, you are quite correct, Mark. I'm coming. I'm trying to set it. Yeah, these are kind of society. The society we live in. I'm coming. I don't know why you don't want to give me the. Okay, let me see first. Since it's behaving this way, but again, people, if you just joining us, we want to say a pleasant good evening and welcome. Okay, let me see. I think this is the video. Good.
The answer for Kasawa the Tobaki. A kete no say for race water creator about soldiers. They pay kete fully left for packet tower before Kasawa the rail. A kete way off fry okra for rail or okra. They pay kete push from sleeping before point up payment. So you get from being the way. Thank you. They can't push for you again. Oh, for flowers, sir. La pena can't ask for Kasawa the Tobaki. A can't no say for race water creator about soldiers. They pay kete fully left for packet tower before Kasawa the rail. They can't way off fry okra for rail or okra. They pay kete push from sleeping before point up.
All right. Even though yes, someone
even though somebody the description is kind of graphic, but I just want to show it. That's a saleswoman, that's a sales pitch over there from one of the most.
And these are things more quickly before you come in with all of your maybe everything that you want to say. Let me be friend to you today and tell you that most of our women back home, they are really getting serious. Let me just say this: they are serious and they want to do business. Some of them they want to work, but nothing to do. Let me be frank. Sometimes we complain that our sisters, our mothers, they don't want to help us. They don't want to do nothing. But Monk, nothing to do. People looking for a job, they can't get a job. People could do business. Sometimes there's no way for people to even buy from them. So this is kind of a thing. But again, I really appreciate her level of
or commitment, right? Or enthusiasm for a little business. And they one of the things the chairman said, can you imagine, Sarah, this woman? I mean, I guess a little bit, I guess hint of both. How many plastic bowl you see her selling somewhere? So maybe, I don't know, maybe the chairman got something in store for her to maybe invest in it to increase her inventory. So if anyone out there that got that lady contact, you can reach out to Mabel and we can take it from there. But that was the request coming from Chairman Yato himself. So who knows? Maybe he got something to help her out. And like you said, they got a lot of industrial women that they're looking for something to do, but you don't have that much opportunity. And matter of fact, you don't have job coming back, so people must find a way to survive anyway. So, but let's transition. At least we're able to tell the audience and show her.
Thank you for even highlighting. At least even when we do this all of the time, for me, I'll be too happy because we got to highlight some of the things that our people do back home. At least even as long as it's positive, at least we can support that. So again, Mark, like I was saying on yesterday, the lawmaker or Deputy Speaker Thomas Fallah was able yesterday to dedicate his police depot that was built by him, and also I think there was a hub. I think they call up a stop hub or something.
A resting hub or what's called?
Yes, resting hub. Yeah, good resting hub, and this two structures was dedicated on yesterday, and during the dedication time, he was able to make some statements, and some of these statements that he made yesterday were not really good for the public. So there were met reactions, especially when it comes to the issue of Wulugisi. So yes, Mark, apart from that, I think that was the only statement that he made. That in fact, the president, if he calls for the president.
But play a video, maybe when you got a video. Yeah. I mean, it's less than 2 minutes, so you can play for the audience to give an idea as to what we are talking about. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Let me play the video. You're quite correct. I thought you wanted to chip in before that. Let me play the video. Then we can go on with our discussion. So so those of you who follow us, please share the show. If you just joining us, send the show all into the groups, chats, and everything so that they too can watch. So they can be like, we say this, and they're not aware.
The Kevin Wulugisi will cost us to get this road all the way to Manitoba. Gave out Wulugisi for president. The Kevin Wulugisi will give us the biggest referral hospital. Please give Wulugisi. Mr. President, the Kevin Wulugisi will give us the biggest tertiary education for our children. Mr. President, if Kevin Wulugisi will provide job opportunities for the young folks, Mr. President, you have 100% our support. This is the caucus member. Have a seat. Today, Mr. President, there is no time better than now. And that's why some of us decided to take the decision, to make the decision we made for the benefit of our people. The Kevin Wulugisi will cost us to get this road all the way to Manitoba. Gave out Wulugisi for president. The Kevin Wulugisi will give us the biggest referral hospital. Please give Wulugisi. Mr. President, the Kevin Wulugisi will give us the biggest tertiary education for our children.
So that's it. Give us Wulugisi. I know who in fact they gave Wulugisi to. Mark.
I mean, that was a take because for me, I got a whole different perspective looking at that video, and you know that politics and what a term they say politics makes screens bare, fella. At a certain point in time, they used to call Thomas Fallah, the rescue people, the rescue team used to call him T5.
Yeah, you know, I get that video. I come to a monk.
Yeah, I remember when he contested against DeLong with all the project he was undertaking, they were calling him a criminal and T5, and people were there sinking his name. And I just found it comical yesterday. The president was over there listening to that crap because we have seen this script before. The same thing from the previous administration. And you know, one thing I don't understand, like we are, like I said, we're almost 200 years, and the way how people operate in that country, like I said, is because of the way the people the people themselves can react to this situation. Thomas Fallah, understand that The resource in that country is national sovereignty. It belongs to everyone. Just because a mountain is situated in Lofa County, it don't necessarily mean that Lofien owns the Wologisi mountain. So if you want to put our resources out there in exchange for, let's just say, revenue or royalties from businesses or investor, it must be something that will benefit the Liberian people, not people of Lofien. Not Lofiens.
Hold on, tell us quick. Let me play the video you talk about. Then you will tell them, don't worry. You get all the time to do all of the, yeah. So let me play the video quickly. Those of you who don't know thief. In fact, they use to call it thief, and I would want, all of very interesting. The country. Oh, la bro. Again. Savage. Oh, what happened? Yes, so indeed, folks, if you just joining us, want to say a pleasant good evening, please share the show. Let the show reach them so that they can know that indeed we're talking about what they are into. Oh, wow. Well, more go ahead. I'm experiencing some technical issues right here.
So you on the right-hand side, you wasn't hitting the play button, even though the video pop up, but you were going on you were trying to enlarge the video rather than trying to hit I don't know. Or maybe my eyes were deceiving me. But I know I saw something that you're doing the opposite. You want me to keep going? Well, like I was saying, it's nothing strange. You know that politics, and now it seems like the president is in bed with his thief. I mean, if we're to do guilt by association, then can we say that the president himself is a thief? Because the label Thomas Fallah a thief 5, you know, even though he was undertaking project, but then it was the politics of it. So all the people on the rescue team, including some from the opposition as well, at the time they called him a thief. So I was kind of a surprise because they kind of a project. I don't know whether he financing it out of his pocket or some international partner, like always in Liberia, because we don't do nothing independent of international partner. But I think it was a political project, even though he said it had nothing to do with politics. It was about fulfilling a campaign promise, but that's a contradiction. When you are saying that you want to fulfill a campaign promise and it's not politically driven, then that's a contradiction. It's all about politics. You are technically the new godfather now for Lofa County, so you're trying to prove a point. And the president was there. The only thing that caught my attention was the way he presented it, that if we build roads to Minikoma, if we bring education. No, we have budget, or national budget. And the Wologisi mountain is being owned by every Liberian. Once you found yourself within the length and breadth of that country, all the resources within that country is supposed to benefit every Liberian. So Wologisi mountain is not a personal property from the people of Lofa County. The same way the people from Grand Jida cannot say that we own the Putu mountain. No, these natural resources, they are all national resources, and everybody's supposed to participate when it comes to the equitable distribution of wealth in the country. So, Thomas Fallah, if you want to build a road to Manikoma, if you want to talk about education and healthcare, that's why we have a national budget. These things should be allocated in the budget. We are not going to do that same nonsense that we played with the previous administration, because by then they were all criticizing. See, that's what I love about Sktv. We are in the position to hit every side no matter what. So when you come here with your feelings because you're on the Unity Party side or you're on the CDC side, then you will get your feelings hurt, because we will not call it, we will not see the truth and try to ignore it because we want to play politics. Maybe if you can remember, right, the same thing happened with the previous administration about the whole thing about resource swap, the Chinese envelope. You can remember when Samuel Tour and other people came to say because they wanted to undertake some road initiative in the Southeast, so we should do resource exchange. No, you don't do that. Exactly. You don't just get resources because you want to satisfy a group of people in a particular portion of the country, whether they are Southeastern or whether they are in Lofa County. No, that's not how we do resource distribution. Everybody must benefit irrespective of that geographical location. When we give the Wologisi mountain off for sale, the people, somebody from Bon County should be able to benefit. Somebody from Bomi or Kepman, or 15 political subdivisions should be able to benefit. But to make it a sound as if to say the Wologisi mountain is the personal property of Lofien, no, that's a lie. And I expected the president to really come out yesterday to say something, and but he sat there. Look, man, it's so sad. But maybe
let me play the
I said, roll, Thomas Fallah, roll, Jeremiah Kun, roll, Maurice Tuma, roll. I said, roll. Domo Fallah, roll. Jeremiah Kun, roll. Maurice Sekuma, roll.
Like very interesting. Another control. And these are servers of the legislature though.
Yeah, these are stuff. Yeah, these people when I came out with that job, we are go. I think I can see somebody. Yeah,
can you imagine your own server? They put a web with you.
Yeah.
They're calling you roll. This country of ours is good to go. No, Mark. Actually, we good at supporting wrong things as long as on our server. Go ahead, my dear brother. I just intend to play but we will play the video until the show end today. Those of you who think that by the time somebody cross over to you, then they are good. But when they're on the other side, then they're bad. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
People talk about wisdom about President Bwaka, wisdom because of his age, because in Africa, they assume that when you are older, you are wise. That's how we believe in Africa. Once you are older, you are wise, and that's not the case. And the statement from Thomas Fallah, I believe that it was insulting, but as Liberia, people would stay cheerlead for him, they would stay clap for him. But what I was looking for yesterday, I thought the president was going to hit Thomas Fallah on this issue, but some of the responses coming from the president are what really, really shocked me. He talked about Thomas Fallah making an impactful intervention. He talked about exceptional leadership ability. He doing an exceptional work. He demonstrating meaningful leadership and delivering tangibles. Can you imagine? And his result must be, it's kind of a result he given must be commended by Liberia. I said, what? President Bwaka hearing that kind of a statement as an elder statement in Liberia, where Thomas Fallah is literally saying that the Wologisi Mountain should benefit Lufien, or it's like the personal property of Lufien. I thought the president was going to rebuke Thomas Fallah openly. But guess what? He present. So I don't know. Like I said, if this is guilt by association or if the politics, I don't know what to make of it, because at least Thomas Fallah, looking at his background and the kind of a political game that he played, at least I can honestly was some of the silly statement he would make. But for the other statement, the one who's supposed to come with wisdom and experience to sit there and endorse the kind of a statement, then I don't know. It's just it's so confusing, and you can't even believe that he would sit there talking about, like I said, impactful intervention, exceptional work, demonstrating great leadership and delivering tangible. Are you serious? Who financing this project anyway? For a man who want to fight corruption, or if you believe corruption is number one enemy, you would be more concerned about, how you even financing this kind of a project, because you're telling me that Thomas Fallah can build a police station, right? And he's building market halls or market shelter for marketers, right? So the question is, who financing the project and why is the intent of the finance? How he's financing it. Last time I checked, why should a lawmaker build a police station? Okay, even if you want to do something like a guest, then why is the essence of the security, the national budget? Good. Right? Then why do we have national budget?
That's the question.
I thought the budget will be reflective of all these things: roads, schools, hospital, running water, marketplaces, police station, law enforcement officer. You're telling me now that the deputy speaker can undertake this project individually on the solo, right? And something that he's not even supposed to be doing, because you're talking about police station or police depot. Are you telling me now, so every other lawmaker should start bailing their own police depot? Then what become of the budget and the amount that being allocated for the security apparatus in the national budget? My man, we got a long way to go. I don't know how long we'll keep talking, but it's so sad.
Well, Mark, let me join you and the rest of other Liberians who are also opening their eyes, and talking about some of this happening. The Wologisi Mountain, those of you who are from Lofa County, like Mon just stated, the Wologisi Mountain for Liberia. It's right there in Lofa County. Yes, but it's for Liberia and for all Liberians. So be it which county you live in, which group you come from, where you reside, as long as you are Liberians, you will be given the other opportunity to also benefit from the mountain. But now, Mark, yes, is the question. He talked about roads. He talked about education. He talked about all of these things. Is there no budget for these things, or maybe the budget should be used for their own personal use? Then we go ahead and deplete our national resources, the resources that we're supposed to keep for the future generation. We should go ahead and just destroy everything just because one person said this somewhere and said, oh yeah, the only way that we build a road except when we take the mountain. I think that statement was wrong. And I feel Mark, even though people were saying former President Weah was inept, he was this, he was that, I think some of these things been ringing belt, maybe in the ears of former President Weah. No, for me, I don't, because mind you, we heard this news, quote, back then, that there was some negotiation for the Wologisi Mountain. But maybe former President Weah, no, for me, I don't want to put my hand into this thing now because maybe bad news to him. But then, it's like this lawmaker, the deputy speaker, he felt out that, okay, I think this is about time, and this is a great opportunity because we have our own son who also comes from Lofa County, and I'm deputy speaker. So I think we can now maybe talk about this mountain. But Monk, okay, let even agree that yes, maybe that's a great idea for us to maybe to talk about the mountain and to benefit from our own resources. But is this the right way, Monk? Because if he said, give us, who and Thomas Fallah that he's talking about that gave us Wologisi?
No, he's talking about Lofians because he believed that the Wologisi Mountain is a personal property of Lofians because it's situated in Lofa. And that is not the case. That's why we're expecting the president, like I said, I expected a total rebuttal from the president, or total rebuke publicly, but the president never said anything of such. So he's telling you, if there's a way, Thomas Fallah, nobody, if you're not in the business of creating jobs, selling Wologisi Mountain will not give you more jobs. If you guys cannot allocate money in the national budget for roads, and you think that giving Wologisi Mountain, no, it will only result in the same old corruption, because last time I checked, we've been signing a lot of concessional agreement, a lot of corporations or companies being in Liberia, and we still are not seeing roads. So I don't know what make you think that just because you give all the Wologisi Mountain, then automatically things supposed to come to Liberia. No, you can't even manage the limited resources you have at your disposal. A guy like you is financing your police depot out of your pocket, even though we still have a national security budget. And can you imagine when you see some of the funds that go to the NSA and other security apparatus, right? And you still don't have a police depot in strategic location, because Lofa County is a bordering county, border Guinea, you know? So if you're talking about a major district without a police depot, why would the deputy speaker be the one financing out of his pocket when in fact he got a huge sum of the budget that goes toward national security? Why? That's the question. So I think the president...
And Mark, let me ask you this also before before you conclude, because all of these things that are ongoing. If you notice that it's like a campaign, I'm a bit confused. Are these people really ready to govern, or are they?
No, they are not.
Or maybe are they dropping into some kind of more confusing thing? Because mind you, we have probably about either 4 or 3 more years to go, and we should be talking about government or governance instead of us talking about campaign, because most of the things I'm seeing nowadays is like campaign.
It is. Every single individual now in Liberia, especially the one that in the government or the ruling party at the moment, all they are doing, any little project is all about 2029. That's why we can end up losing track of the ball, right? We cannot make progress because you are not trying to make people's life better. You are only trying to do the least so that you can maintain power, and they know exactly what to do because they believe our people are gullible. They don't have a mind of their own to think. So these little things, like how can travel or resting center? Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but how does that even benefit you in another county or in another district? How are you going to benefit from that if you're not even going to be using it? Okay, yet Thomas Fallah, he built a police depot, but to Thomas Fallah be the one building police depot? Even if it's in your own district, should he be the one building police depot? Maybe. Should he be the one building market? I thought it would be a national project.
For me, I respectfully disagree with that, because I think that should, maybe that may have a serious security implication, that, for example, compromising and so forth. Because mind you, that name will be, and people will want to say that yes, Thomas Fallah built this airport. So even someone will just maybe commit crime and go there and they just call Thomas Fallah and say, oh yeah, that Thomas Fallah airport. So these things, the reason why that you're talking more, some of these things are not necessary for individual to undertake some of the projects. No, there are certain projects, don't give it to individual, even when they want to do it. Tell them that no. I think the best thing is found another project to do, we would do this as a government. The reason why government would do it, or in fact, the central government would do it because they don't want these stigmas. Because there have been a lot of stigmas on these projects. But
control, and you can't get control of the security apparatus. That's why I said I was watching that program. I thought the president was going to come out and rebuke, but like I said, it's the same business as usual, and that's just why it is. And saying that now, some people will get angry and they will call. Trust me, they won't look at the bigger picture. They don't look at the logic. It's all about the politics, because the T5, who's will be this criminal now, he's the one getting all the love and admiration and praises from the president himself. When the president should have stood his ground yesterday and said, you know what, this statement, it doesn't fly well with the Liberian people, or they wouldn't be something that would go down well. Because even though the Wologisi Mountain geographically is situated in Lofa County, but they're not a Lofian owned property. There's a national resource or resources. So the idea that we can use it to bring road to Menikoma, we can use it for schools in your county. No, it should benefit each and every citizen in Liberia, irrespective of their geographical location. But the president sat there and he ring president on Thomas Fallah. So, like I said, it's all about the politics, and everything is being done with the intention of 2029. So these guys are not interested in governing. They could care less about the result. Everybody wants to do this pet project here and there so that they can get credit, because they know on election day, bunch of dumb people will go again and cast ballot for them so they can maintain power. That's just why it's all about. It's not about moving the country forward. It's not about engaging into policy that will make people's life better. It's all about doing the little, because, they believe that maybe 3 out of every 4 won't be able to make rational decisions. People, when you're in poverty, you're into survival mode, you just want the least thing, the least. Like that. Let me tell you something again. I was picking growing up certain part of bombing, right? In Kone is supposed to be one of the first area in bombing country. So you get off the highway, enter Tottenbury. Kone, when you come down the hill, right behind the St. Dominic Catholic High School. That tank, I grew up seeing that tank. I'm talking about in the late 80s. Maybe I was like, just before the war, 8, 9 years old. That tank, where you dig the well, they put the machine, and then they get a tube that go to that tank up there, and it pump water, and then people draw their water there. At nighttime, they go and pump it again and fill it up for the next day. So I was looking at that thing, I said, wow, the president is about to dedicate a tank. There's something I saw growing up. You're telling me after almost 35 years, there's supposed to be a major project that the country's president will come. There's an advanced well. And I saw this thing almost 30 years ago, 35 years ago. But trust me, that's why I got the president's support. That's why I keep telling you, everything is about politics. It's just about doing the littlest thing. Nobody get a grand vision. Nobody get a big plan. Everybody want to do this small, because they believe they will do it and get exchange for a vote so that they can maintain their hold on power. That's just why it is. That's why you see.
Quickly, Mo, we have about 7 more minutes to go. I want let me play the video again for the second time so that we can give our own take about Liberians, their reaction to things, the way they behave, the way they do things. Because, mind you, yesterday you said these people were, quote unquote, they were criminal here and there. But then today you are hearing them. So let me play the video, because for me, I'm a bit confused the way our people do things now and then. Because, sorry, I think going back. Jesus. Yeah. But go ahead, Mark. Let me see. I try to get the video back. All right. Yeah. So, to that, Mark, you are correct. We have our life and we have ourselves to be blamed on some of these things, because we give everything to politicians and we allow politicians to control us. Because for me, I don't get it. I don't know why people doing this thing more just because of trap, just because of religion, just because of I don't know, association, or I don't even know what our people are really into when it comes to the way they do politics, the way they interact with all of these things. All these people, they have schools. Monk, people that are supposed to be thinking about how to improve the school system of our country, other than they have schools.
They got schools, they got their own companies that they established to win the government contract. Now, he's just showing a new trend that when you're a lawmaker, you got to build your own police depot. So if they own the school and they own the companies in the country and they start owning the security apparatus, then tell me now, then why is the essence of having the central government? Then just dissolve the government. Everybody can do their own thing. Because when you got schools and state-run universities that are not even up to standard, but lawmakers got universities of their own, now they are in the process of building police depot. So now lawmakers want to duplicate the same thing that he's doing in Lofa County to get the favor of the voter. So technically, the lawmakers now will start owning everything, or people that are in the government will start owning everything. So there is no need for a central government because now individuals now run the country. That's just why it is. And the president sat there and rained praises on Thomas Fallah. I was shocked yesterday beyond my wildest imagination. I thought he was about to come with an open rebuke, like I said earlier, but unfortunately, that's it. I think it was Lofa solidarity on the field.
I said, roll, Thomas Fallah, roll, Jeremiah, roll, Maurice, roll. I said, roll, Thomas Fallah, roll, Jeremiah, roll, Maurice, roll. I said, roll, Thomas Fallah, roll, Jeremiah, roll, Maurice, roll. I said, roll, Thomas Fallah, roll, Jeremiah, roll, Maurice, roll. I said, roll, Thomas Fallah, roll, Jeremiah, roll, Maurice, roll.
Well, Mark, there you have it. Roll. But today, they are, in fact, they have been celebrated.
Yeah. The president calling exceptional leadership skill, delivering on tangibles, impactful intervention for Thomas Fallah. So that whole description about Thomas Fallah being a runner, I don't know how you can classify it now that he getting a ringing endorsement of the president and they shower him with praises talking about the Wologisi man. So maybe the president might follow up on Thomas Fallah's statement, because if you can even rebuke Thomas Fallah on that, then more than likely what he said. If it's going to cost us to get road to Manicoma or in Lofa County and our schools here, then we might as well give the Wologisi Mountain exchange. So if that is the case, then every county should start claiming their own natural resources. So the people from San Luis can say, then every county are selling resources and then negotiating their own contract when it comes to investors. That's just why it is. Like I said, I expected a total rebuke from the president, total repudiation, but guess what? He sat there and he praised Thomas Fallah all day.
And the deputy speaker too also talking. I didn't even get the speaker, brother, the region speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, the country interesting.
178 days from now, you stay there. Can you imagine, I guess, how bad the country is? That people will relegate. I want to tell you, people cannot differentiate nationalism from tribalism anymore in Liberia. It's so bad now that it's coming to resources. Can you imagine? Not only the political aspect, it's going down to the resources of the country that is limited on tribal lands now. So when you are Lofien, then it means only you should be the one to benefit from Wologisi Mountain. So if anybody
let me say thanks to some of the sons and daughters from Lofa County that have been in fact condemning this entire statement since yesterday. Indeed, that's the right thing. Stand up. Some of us, in fact, even measure my own Putu. I'm from Putu, and that mountain is there. Some of us will live in that mountain, but you don't even know. Today, where are we? We yet. People have gone there, a lot of things, people work, and so many things happen. We stay here. They are all Liberians. So we should come here and say, no, the people want to take our jobs and give it to other people. No. If you go Grand Jide, it's a home of hospitality. Some of you don't even know. And that's the fact. Live your life with other Liberians. And the resources of the land belong to all Liberians. Not for a certain group of people, or a specific group of people, or people which you, but the politician will do everything to destroy us. Yesterday they were roll. And I mean, you listen to them, that your own legislative staffers. They are the ones thinking behind them because they know them. They interact with them. They know all of their dirty deeds. They know everything about them. Oh, come here, you get angry. Then people calling them roll. Say you stay hitting them for what? But as a society, you got to succumb so that you can survive. So, Mark, we're going for the news break. Please hold on. After the news break, I will join you.
Let's connect all the news break. Let me take a quick break as well. Then we'll just come back at the same time. Yep.
All right, I think that would be good. Let me see how
Yeah,
best
that
quickly
will
to
get the news feed too as well. So then we can come back after the news bulletin.
all right, I will do that. But let me see quickly. Let me play this because no time already.
So the protesters continue to sing, they continue to dance, they continue to rap, they are still here.
go, Joseph Brother will know what is going on. We are very struggling, but Joseph Brother will know. Because Joseph Brother told us that we are left Borinto. We are spectator your own country, no way. So we know that you will step into this matter. You can't get sicker as foreigner in Ghana. You can't get sicker. Then I was talking like Pura. When last you see Joseph management fought, have you seen the inner Ghana fought? I give him a second fought. Fought Ghana. If you don't have sicker to the airport, you can't get sicker in Ghana. Then why will not people just take advantage of? You can't get a period. I'm a period, man. Why would they take advantage of us in our country? It's very bad. It's very bad. We need someone to speak for the Nigerians. We need a leader that like Joseph human brother to talk for the Nigerians. That's why we put all the people out. So Joseph brother should do the right thing for the Nigerians. Thank you. My home. Do you know those people? It was being authored, that's why I can tell you. You are elected and it was being authored. It was being authored. It was being authored. Yeah, I don't have that information to my fingertip. I must come to the day score with fights. I must come to the day score with substantive evidence. You are in control of all communication of the ministry. You speak of the minister, deputy minister, all affairs of departments here. What is the ministry saying about this? Well, the minister is concerned, but mind you, the ministers, all of our ministers, we have 5 ministers here. The minister for the deputy minister for administration, the deputy minister for land and road transport, the assistant minister for administration, the assistant minister for land and road transport. All 5 of them work at the will and pleasure of the president. So they are very mindful. Mind you, today the labor law says that once a man who cannot be his family is satanic. So these people are careful to speak about quote-unquote people according to the president's decision. But I know the president, Joseph Human Brother, is not that kind of president in that cannot implement said decision. What was the question? You said labor law just say I meant that his family is satanic. If I labor law on the Bible. So when I say a man cannot be a family, I'm speaking in the parable. The labor law gave you the right that once you are employed, the right is given to you that you can help at least 10 persons extend that family within your. Do you support the assembly here? If I support it, the assembly here. Yes, the assembly. Yes. I cannot tell you that I support it because the Constitution of Liberia calls for peaceful assembly, and that's what they are doing. So if the Constitution calls for that, who am I to debunk the Constitution? You wanted to be there until the government listens to you. If the Constitution calls for that, then well, that's it. So what did the Ministry of Justice tell you, the employees here, about your function being shifted to another? The Ministry of Justice is serving as the referee and the player. The Ministry of Justice is serving as the referee and player within this match. Okay, speak that for us. So what I'm saying is, it was the Ministry of Justice who recently wrote a communication asking the Ministry of Transport to turn over all functions to the Liberia Traffic Management. This is how, let me give you some scenarios. Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, you had an LRA under it. You had an LRA by then. LRA was what? Was tax revenue by then under Ministry of Finance. Ministry of Finance decided that the government of Liberia decided that it should be a what? An autonomous agency. You had a Ministry of Land, Mines and Energy.
But government of Liberia decided that it should be an autonomous agency. So you have LRI as an autonomous agency, and you have Land Authority as an autonomous agency. These both agencies were being created as a result of what? Ministry of Finance and Land Authority through the legislature. Was that done with the Ministry of Transport? No. The Ministry of Transport did not agree for motor vehicle to leave. Motor vehicle comprising of vehicle registration with that of driver licenses. We never agree for it to be leave for it to leave from under our jurisdiction. The 1972 Act of the Police, that's why they are using. Ministry of Transport was created into law in 1987 and 1972. That's why they are IT on. Even when they were crafting this concession, they never take into consideration the 1987 Act that created the Ministry of Transport. This is satanic. This is demonic. It was signed in the belly of the devil. We hereby call on the president to make a U-turn, because it has the propensity. It has the propensity of destroying the unity party. Today I can lost my job. I have no fear of it. I'm not the first, I'm not the second, I'm not the third.
Thank you. Do you have the capacity to do all of the vehicle registration?
As we speak to you, I have over 4 different.
The new company.
I have over 4 different Boeing machines. Boeing machines are those machines that bore the series of the plate. Traffic management, when they get 1, 4 and 1 in school. When they say you 40 over 5 all over 5, and then you get 4 all over 5, and you get 1 all over 5. Which one fail? Which one fail? Like 1 all over 4 fail. 4 over 5 pass. Yes. With this, we have system here. The money don't come in our account. We create an extra account wherein the Liberia Revenue Authority is the one that generates the money on behalf of the Ministry of Transport. And if you look at this entire concessions, it says that 25 years for 40 million. Ministry of Transport only take 4 years to generate 48 million. So if we only perform, we generate only 12 million. 12 times 4 is 48. And then you go and get a concession for 25 years, which is at the amount of 40 million.
All right. So, yes, indeed, these are some of the highlights from the happening there on today of the Ministry of Transport. Yeah, so Mark, we're back after the news break. We move. Steve Bode also following us, and I like his comment. That's good. He said, Mark and Mabel, this is a plan they have for a while. They already made a negotiation. However, they want someone to bring it to the public. It was well planned and calculated. Well, Steve, you may be correct 100%, because this is the kind of a society that we live in, and this is the country that we all cherish and love so dearly. But Mark, so yeah, we're back, and while we were away, even though the confirmation hearing of the Associate Justice nominee, Councillor Boakite, is ongoing, and in fact, he's really talking a lot of things, including the Constitution of Liberia. 1986 Constitution should be, in fact, he's saying that should be rewritten. I mean, Liberians should forget about the 1986 Constitution and do a new one that's going to, look at the current day's reality. More, what say you?
It was one of our plans here, or one of our agenda on Sktv for reforming the country, because the Constitution, if you look at it today, most of the clauses were put in place by our military junta, and it's not in conformity with present day reality. If you really want to do business in Liberia, the Constitution, business law, compliance law, a lot of things need to be revamped. Even the electoral laws of Liberia, they got holes, they got flaws in it. You got people trucking people, which is very, very undemocratic. You got people who can take advantage of the system. They got insiders that will try to tweak the numbers to put certain people in power. That you can be in the middle of an election. Someone can literally tell you, say, we didn't do better in the first count, but trust me, before the process comes to an end, we'll be on top. And most definitely that can happen. So it tells you that they got insider in there that will take advantage of the system. So a lot of things need reform, including the Constitution. But the Constitution will be the biggest one. If we can get a reform, then trust me, we'll be on to better things. And you got to make the laws, the organic law of the land to be in confirmation or conformity with present day reality. That's how you run the country, because there are so many loopholes that people explore, like the one that just happened with the legislative impasse between our lawmakers. You don't have their own standing rules and order. You cannot merge with the constitution. You got loophole, things that the constitution does not address. People will take advantage of it. These things will happen in politics, so it's nothing new. And I just hope they can join hands, and we will be here pushing for that, a constitutional reform on Sktv. We started the process already, and we are now. It's not done yet on Sktv. We'll still go back to that. So maybe they're just getting the memos late, but Sktv been way ahead, and the audience here as well, or the Liberian people that listen to Sktv will be ahead of this thing about constitutional reform, because without that, you can't get nothing going. The constitution affects everything in government, so you want to focus on that the most.
Well, more thank you. I don't know whether you want us to play the region speaker part of the
Yeah, I mean, if you got something, if you got a clip on him, let me hear from him, because at least I heard from the president, even though we don't have the video, but I listen, I watch the program, and okay, let's listen to him.
Our senators and carefully, all of them will feature their presence, our elders, our council members, our chiefs, the youth, the women, the people of Lofa. I just want to say thank you to our Cabinet Speaker for this initiative. You know, today we would have been here dedicated this project. In the other part, I made a mistake to explain. You know, the part of mistake, and then we capitalize on it to come dedicate the project. So the mistake I made today, I brought some blessings to some of us. So don't forget making mistakes. So forget capitalizing on it. So the Cabinet Speaker, I want to say that my colleague, I need a great occasion. And thank you for accepting the people in this place. And we have our question. Speaker, our senators, my carefully, all of them will feature their presence, our elders, our council members, our chiefs, the youth, the women, the people of Lofa. I just want to say thank you to our Cabinet Speaker for this initiative. You know, today we would have been here dedicated this project. In the other part, I made a mistake to explain. You know, the part of mistake, and then we capitalize on it to come dedicate the project. So the mistake I made today, I brought some blessings.
I didn't get that part right, Mabel. I think you muted.
Yes, I think he's saying, I don't know, the people that made mistake. I think he's talking about the CDC, because you know, all of the CDC products that sometimes that CDC can be rejecting, they are the ones that always using the people as the senior players. So that's what he's saying. So the people that made mistake, you know, and they dismissed Thomas Fallah according to him from their party. So send Thomas Fallah now on our camp. Well,
yeah. So we benefited from it, and how you not been for that? Then yeah, can you imagine that? That was, but you cannot expect anything from the Richard Kuhn. The president himself gave Thomas Fallah his endorsement and blessing, so you can expect Richard Kuhn to take the opposite route, especially in Lofa County. One thing I keep saying is, and that's the question we posed to the audience today when they call, the travelization of state resources, because that's why maybe if you observe, right, every time I come on the show, I say I'm now a big fan of the county meet. Because growing up in Liberia when I was a kid, one thing I know about the county meet was to spot talents from other county, Leeward County, because there were some players that became national heroes on the national team that came from the county meet. So the whole essence of the county meet growing up, what I understood was you had the county meet to spark new talent to benefit the national team. But when you watch the county meet, the stadium is filled to the rafter, but when the national team is playing, people don't even know the day the national team is playing. So I was like, you know, it means we took tribalism from politics now and brought it to entertainment and sport, even to the national county meet. Is this what you're telling me? No. Job is being tribalized. Politics is tribalized, right? Soccer, sports and entertainment is being tribalized. Voting is tribalized. You are telling me now we are taking it to another level by bringing it to state resources. Can you imagine that? We are tribalizing state resources, that when you get a mountain in your country, it means you own it because politicians believe that they can take advantage of it. You are going to vote for them. They got to come and bring projects, even though we have a national budget. The last time I checked, the national budget wasn't restricted to a particular county. It's able to cover the entire country. But when you get a deputy speaker, who you will consider to be maybe the fifth man in command, because after the speaker, the Senate pro tem, but a deputy speaker is right after the speaker, right? So I would say maybe technically or logically, he's the fifth man in command. If he's financing police depot out of his pocket, then it's going to be the new trend. Because the people at the bottom watch people at the top. If other lawmakers believe that he's going to benefit politically, then they might as well do the same thing. So it's a new normal now that will be coming to Liberia, that when you are president and the county possesses certain resources or resource, it means it belongs to that county, not for Liberia. So anything developmental wise, is supposed to come to the county because that particular resource is situated in that particular county. Can you imagine that? That's how far we have come with tribalism.
So Monk, to that, are we yelling for chaos? Because Monk, let's be frank, there are other people resources, quote unquote, also that were used across. And today, some of the people, or some of the counties, nothing there anymore for them. Even if you go on that side, the bombing, the Kema end today, you hear about B Mountain, you hear about the other company back to back, and even the road that the people are using. You have to patrol other counties.
Yeah.
Even though you have your resources, even though you have your resources, the Thomas Fallah is not saying, but you have to patrol other counties for your resources to even. So how are you going to do that? How are you going to manage? Are we heading for another tensions situation where politicians, they are no longer certified the way they are divided us? Because if you look at Liberia now, my brother, you will clearly notice that we are hugely divided because of politicians. And they don't even care to even unite the people. But you just listen to the speaker. I'm happy that Thomas Fallah on that one side, our side. So it's just about side.
Well, for me, I won't say that. I don't go with that theory that politicians divided us. The people divided themselves and politicians took advantage of the division. Right? Maybe we saw what happened in Nima County recently. Right? Just in a special election in Nima County, we saw what happened there. So why make you think the people in Lofa will do the complete opposite? That's why I keep telling you. If you look at it from a holistic standpoint, the future is not bright for Liberia. It can only lead to chaos. Because everything, look, nationalism comes before tribalism. When you come from Liberia, anywhere in the world you go, they will ask you, are you a Liberian? They don't ask whether you're from the southeast or you're from central Liberia, or you're from the north. You're from. That's why anywhere in the world they preach nationalism, whether it's Ghana or anywhere, the first order of operation is the nation. But for us, everything has been tribalized, even up to the job. It was one of the accusations that Fadiga made against even Abi Kroma about tribalizing the employment opportunity at the LDA. We saw it again with the copper crowd that almost
Ministry of Labor.
Africa, Ministry of Labor, that almost 90% of them come from Nima County. Can you imagine that? So, like what I said, if you tribalize education, sports, and entertainment, you tribalize voting, you tribalize the resources. Yes,
the president too, among don't even leave the president out because nepotism now I think has grown because almost Senator Amar Collins said that almost nearly close to 60 to 70% of the country key positions have been controlled by Lufians.
That's why it is. The other people say yes, but the other government to the southeastern from the central bank to the finance ministry, that's where we are. That's why you cannot get result. With the current existing reality in Liberia, 20 years from now, you are not going anywhere. You can only lead to chaos because it will get bad, it will get sectarian, it will be divided. And you don't build a country divided. You build a country that is nationalized, that under one banner with one vision and one goal. So if you are coming to this extent of being so radical in your tribalization as going as far as state resources, then it becomes a bigger problem. Because like that, for example, the resources not evenly distributed among all county, right? So what happened to county like River South or River G without massive? Are you telling me that they won't benefit? Isn't that a problem of chaos into the future? If they believe that the state resources is not evenly distributed because they don't have resources or a mountain or iron ore mine in a county, are you telling me that in terms of roads, in terms of school, in terms of hospital, that they cannot benefit simply because you don't have a mountain sitting in River G? Is this a new Liberia we are going into? That we can tribalize state resources now, and the president will be there clapping and raining praises and endorsement on Thomas Fallah, calling him exceptional leadership and all that, or he delivering tangibles and he making impactful intervention, those kind of a statement. So that's why it is. And I think the president knows what's up. So that's it.
Yeah. So Mo, let me join you on the statement that indeed our people, I think some of us will be following. There are a lot of people, like for me, sometimes when I see people commenting, insulting people like you people, it's not because they don't know some of you. So they, sometimes I see people insulting people on the social media. I say, what? Why are you insulting this person? It's just because the person have their own opinions on national issues. Like for example, Senator Amakone. By the time you come up with your own maybe disagreement, or maybe you have your own view on national issues, they will insult you. They will insult you. And citizens, listen to me, some of you there to the winner habit. Some of you, you don't even get a job. You are not working. Nothing you get, you also depending on the people who even in the US or better say Europe or outside of Liberia. Some of you, you are wholly and solely depending on your family members outside of Liberia. They feed you, they clothe you, they do everything for you. Instead of you thinking that, no, I think I had to better my life, I had to put my life together. The government of mine that I support, I think they got to do better for my life. I will not continue to live or maybe to be begging people here and there before I survived. No. But by the time your people want to start sending money, you put data in your phone, you wake up to insult people because they disagree with you. Where wrong does Senator Amakone don't, as some of you, you are backing that something is happening to you. And even Senator Edwin Snow even come out and said the way young people are behaving, Monk, young people because of party politics. I don't get it. That's why I was shifting the blame on our national leaders, because I agree that in fact they benefit from these things, but this is getting serious. This is getting serious. And we saw that during the 2023 elections, where people were going after people. Look, sometimes we have to say these things. There's a saying, sometimes in our life, come on, understand now, and that one woman can born the kind of more, the kind of more child that feel like that they're too stubborn. No. I don't want to use that kind of adjective, but you have to stop. Stop pushing people against their will. Stop insulting people just because they have their own view on national issues. Liberia not for your one. You are not the owner of Liberia. Liberia belongs to all Liberians. Monk, this is getting very serious. Even on the internet, even if you go to Spoon Net where you go watch, they will be insulting. They're just insulting people. I don't get it.
Yeah. That's why I keep saying.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
That's why I keep telling you on the show. Politicians doesn't vote for themselves. People vote for politicians. And politicians will do anything and everything to stay in power. So they are responding to how people operate. That's why I keep making reference to what happened in Nima County. You saw what happened in Nima County. So at the end of the day, you are still given that choice to go and make better decisions for yourself or for your country. If you keep voting a particular way, you want to sit there and say, I want to blame a politician. No. Politicians, they are who they are. They will market themselves in a way that they will maintain power. The question is, you who have been victimized, how are you processing information? How are you looking at this thing? It's not even benefiting you. So what you get to defend? Even if it's a political party or a political leader.
What are you defending? Are you defending poverty? I don't get it more. What really are you defending? Those of you who are defending today, come out and can tell. We will give you 1 hour or in fact 2 hours. Come on the show and tell us exactly what are you defending.
Yeah. And why is that to benefit you? Even though and we're talking about the expense of the country. We're talking about 20 years from now. Especially if you're a young Liberian, let's say you're in your 20s or 30s. I always say on the show, the younger people do have the most time to spend on this planet. So when things go wrong, you will feel it for the longest because you are young. And matter of fact, even call your life short, because if you're in your 20s, let's say you're supposed to live up to your 60s or your 70s, and because of poverty and all these things happen in the country, you cannot, you scratch. So you get it. What are you thinking? How can you keep playing defense for something that will impact you negatively, both individually and on a national level? How does that benefit you?
Somebody gets degree. Somebody gets degree, monk. Then Minister of Labor put out to a high school job. We were seeing some of you fighting.
Yeah. To go stay in land. Yeah.
Then you come up here.
Then
you go on the internet and you start to defend just because you vote. Nobody get issues. For me, it is your right to vote. It is your right to vote. Nobody have issue with that. But when you already voted, then for example, and this person of ours, Joseph Boakai gets 6 years. Whether the Liberian people like it or not, whether we even back up around 5,000 or not, Joseph Boakai has 6 years. 2029 before we go to elections. So why are you coming out with a kind of attitude in you? Some people, if you even listen to some of them, will be telling that the other party will die natural death. Oh, so you don't want democracy?
They will die natural death.
Oh God!
So
you don't even want democracy?
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want the country to do better because you are so. That's why I say we are gotten to the point wherein I think our emotion is stronger than our logic. That our heart is stronger. I mean, our heart is stronger than our brain. Yeah, our heart is stronger than our brain because I don't know how you can make the case or certain lawmaker or deputy speaker he talking about nationalizing or county. No, the Wallagizing money doesn't belong to Lofian. Just because it's set with in Lofa, it's not a belonging of the Lofian. The same way, any resource in the country or resources in the country, whether it's an old man, whether they are diamond, whether they are timber, no, it's for the entire country. So nobody should come and make it seem like if to say they are entitled to bargain state resources because they want to play politics and bring development to that people.
Too much for a person that used to sell plank. In fact, Thomas Fallah is one of George Weah made. George Weah made people like Thomas Fallah, people like Sir Joseph, all of the people, they all came to prominence during the 2005 elections and then the 2011 elections. Most of the people came, So if God bless you and you have that opportunity to serve your people, and by the grace of God, at least you start to shine. The way they are shining, some of them, is not the right way to go about. They are creating chaos. They are creating division. They are creating. Most of the people, in fact, they have schools. They have their schools. Most of them, they're building clinics. They're building hospital.
They're building police depot.
And you defend it.
They're building market. They're building police depot and they're going to marketplaces. Now the next thing, they will nationalize resources. So it means all your lawmakers will literally be running the country at your expense, and you're playing quarterback because you think that it's your party. If Thomas Fallah had been on the opposite side, Joseph Boakai wasn't going to rain praises on him. But they believe now he within that camp, he in Lofa County, and maybe he might be the new political because they're always looking for Godfather anyway. So they're looking at me.
They made a Godfather already.
Yeah, he's Godfather already. So that's just why it is.
0770. Mona, go to the line to interact with our people. 0770-203125. That's the number to call. If you call here, just go straight to the issues. And yes, indeed, you have 1 minute to be part, or in fact, for you to make your own case on this show. Hello to this caller. Good evening. Yes, we are okay. Thank God for life. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm Sam Smoke calling you from Lower Virginia. Sam Smoke calling you from Lower Virginia.
Yes, go ahead, Sam.
I listened to the chief imam of the Liberian Council a year back when Madam Eden was president in this country. There is no reason to have the human being placed on the back of the Liberian people. Liberia taking their responsibility, call themselves lawmaker. Where the people are eating the country money for? They're serving the country, they're serving the citizens. That's why you say when the people take power, they're only there to do development in their interest for their children tomorrow. Own school, own their private businesses are running. And nothing good at this discourse about the country. Where are we going? Most of us we are disappointed in this country. Every day you're talking, we're listening to you, we're making points, but our voices cannot be heard. Sometimes now I will listen to someone else. Sometimes we need different government in this country. You know, it's we're dying.
All right. Thank you so much, David King. David, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah. Good evening, my brother. Sorry. You see, Mom, today you spoke well. You spoke very well, and I think we should be thankful to, even though at times we differ on political line. Let me be very much frank with you. Differ on political line because of our political affiliation. But I think resources of this country, it is not meant for the country that resource is. Okay? But for somebody to think that the Woro-Gisi Mountain is only for Lufien, then I think they're getting it wrong. Because if you go to one country, in my own country, we got a Gan Mountain. Okay? If you go to Nima, we got Monima. You go to Grand Jide, we got a Putu Mountain. It does not mean that the mountain there is only for the people of Grand Jide County. If you go to Sando, you got a Sapo National Park. It means that it's Sapo National Park only for the people for Sando. All right? But for Thomas Fallah to stand before the Liberian people and say, it's God for all to take the role, to set Woro-Gisi to carry the road to, how they call it, Minikoma, you must say Woro-Gisi. If the God for all to build the biggest referral hospital, we should sell the mountain. No, the mountain is not Lofa County property. It's the property of Liberia. That resources belong to the Liberian people, and as such, nobody should think that they got monopoly or the resources in Lofa County.
All right, thank you so much. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening, Nippon.
Yeah, go ahead, my dear. What's your name?
My name is Daniel from 540 Congo Town. Yes, my issue is, our country is some other country because of live in Nigeria. I don't know how our leaders can really think about this country. You see what our people really believe in? You see what is going on in this country? So the Unity Party government will continue to sign in Google contracts that continue to give our people hard time. You see what they are doing now? What are they doing? Minister of Transport? It's so bad. Like that. How you been doing things like this? Taking our people for jobs and putting in other people. There is a rescue team that we are yelling for. There is a rescue team. Because if you do this, taking people for your own people for a job. Those who protect you. Our own ministry, you're taking it to different people to run that ministry, and the money not coming to you. You see what is happening in this country here? How poverty not will not chaos in this country? Yes. Poverty will share chaos with the kind of leader that we have. They don't think wisely.
All right, thank you. To this caller, good evening.
Yeah, people, how you doing?
I'm okay. Thank God for life, my dear brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Ottawa by my friend, my curious friend.
Good.
My brother, it's not happening in the country when we're seeing this thing and put on understand. If I make a key or if I make a key or I take it right off. Everything we see there, how you go be foreign on. That's why inspection they put to me now, bro. The traffic I was to my back there, today the people just buy the police car, they put their back in police car, they inspect the car. That's not the program to do anything, they're going to make you I really know who get in there and pass it to Baga. I know that get the Puma. I don't compare the Puma line and I put intro. But I was soft to and I used to we had that given and wanted to get in and I used to go people wanted to know. There's a lot of things to go, brother.
All right. Thank you so much. We're suffering. To this caller, good evening. Hello?
And your food in the diaspora.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, we get to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Peter Gabi Council. I come from another student in Rwanda. You see, Labour, these guys to validate our argument that we should come back. We have governed this particular country for complete 6 years, and he came on a multiplicity of development, ranging from road connectivity, construction of road, hospitals, and a public school building, and also public building, accessing our agriculture and our mineral resources. Today, some of Fallah and his sister Yuma Waka want to mortgage our mineral resources just for nothing. You know, let me tell you, what the big guy says to understand. Sister Yuma Waka, during those times, trouble administration, most of our mineral resources were used for without the correct benefiting. So this particular country now is an intellectual and educated society. So he just sat down what I do, and I'm walking the mountain. I am Nima, you think walking the mountain, I just want you just go there, you a partition and a juicer, you must water for what? That mountain doesn't only belong to Lofa. That is a reserve for the entire country.
All right. Thank you so much. A reserve for the entire country. To this caller, good evening.
Yeah, I'm having Johnson calling from 244, district number 4, Mozzarella. You see, our brother now wearing a green t-shirt up broad screen there, they got to think fast. Now they just think that because they are wearing green t-shirt, the local country fair a green color on it, so they get ready to do anything in the country because of the wearing green jersey. To the president, you can sit there and people try to lead the public the wrong way, and you in the gallery, you can project. Yesterday, the people play for the always say, yeah, President, we are not the person for the country, but at least he has wisdom to lead. Campaign management king. And he said, no. President, we are looking at it, he said, no, I can't do this because this is the ministry of function. But the practically dissolved Ministry of Transport because of their own selfish greed. So the people protesting, and the protest not ending now. Because we get the information, reliable information, that people sitting in the president chair, close to him, they are the one pushing for the thing to happen to the country. Thomas Fallah for he, I would just say maybe lack of certain thing he spoke out of English, but he will understand tomorrow that why he was saying, now he's sitting here, oh, I know he's great statement. Because he spoke out of English, so we can't hold him for it.
All right. Thank you so much to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, quickly go ahead.
I'm Isa Kamara, joining from District 4 to be precisely connected. Maybe I want you to understand the political theater of this country. You don't blame the lawmakers. The electors in Liberia, they making a lawmaker to dance by the tune. Are you people not seeing how the court can the national platform, how color going, CDC people going CDC with United Party people going United Party with, you're not even seeing the people that even put in the country first. Maybe we are putting the country first with only 2 or 4% on the citizen, not the 4 or not the 8% on the citizen. They're not ready for positive things. They get 2 types of things to just think somebody and not giving positive result. It's different for you thinking somebody to get positive result. You're not looking at the color when anytime when you're picking on the door of the past government, the error that they were making, citizen people be attacking you. The current government, when you're picking on a door, checkmating and holding a feet to the fire, you know the party people will be calling you. In fact, someone will be insulting. We agree, you can disagree, but someone will be insulting, going the other way. You're not seeing the people that ready. They wouldn't want you to dance by that too. But then you're a media practitioner, you are very professional. Although sometimes maybe you can go the other way, but for me, I appreciate you. You're doing well. But you should know that people in the country, they're not ready. They just
all right. Thank you so much, my dear brother. Let's move quick to Pascal Davis. Pascal, good evening. Yes, quickly before we go to our WhatsApp line. Go ahead, my dear brother.
So everything that is happening was sanctioned by the president. They bypassed the PPCCI, they bypassed the legislature, they criminally went and negotiated for machine, Even 5 million could get estimated 85 million. But here's the way the government could speak. Here's the way he speaks. Well, look, neighbor, are there now Liberians in Limba with Asada Meta? Are there now Liberians in Bomi with Western Cluster? Are there now Liberians in Grand Kilmont with Bio Mountain? Are there now Liberians there? Companies, are there? Resources are scattered from the country. Are these countries developed in terms of road, in terms of infrastructure? Is that what the lawmaker is telling me? As though the mountain in Lopa is for nuclear? How many people got to power? How did some of them even become lawmakers? They have talent. A deputy speaker of a country sound. They call all of zero, they get the money. Yeah, how he sound. And something that hear somebody about interesting will give it. And it's supposed to go to the legislature for review. You think there will be any serious discussion here when the deputy speaker has already agreed that he's supposed to get the money out? Is this the kind of country?
Well, thank you.
We let our people.
Yes, thank you so much, Pascal David. Let's go to the WhatsApp line and interact with our people there also from the WhatsApp because they're also calling. They want to be part. You know, the president said the Chinese people should come to and do and look at our resources. So maybe some of us look at the sound that way so that they're going to interesting. Those of you on the WhatsApp, you can call in. Then seeing a lot of WhatsApp calls back to back. You can call in quickly so that we can take your calls and move on. Yes, so keep your calls. Those of you on the WhatsApp, and the WhatsApp people now, time at least, let's take their calls. Emmanuel and the rest of you people are calling on the WhatsApp. Let me see. Okay, good. This caller on the WhatsApp quickly. Yes, indeed, my dear brother. Good evening.
Hey, man, how are you? This is GT calling from Canada. I want to say good evening to the Liberian people.
Thank you.
Thank you for the topic of discussion today. So, right now, you see the men brave now. The men have been putting like capital building, so they're brave. They can go outside and say and do anything. Let me talk about mortgaging, why you want to mortgage anything. No, Liberian people, y'all got to wake up. Ask yourself, that capital building fire, what was really inside that building? I keep telling y'all, with over 25 years of government secret, financial record, payroll, audit report, legislative, all kinds of things there in that place there, just joking way. You ain't want to look into the case and thing. After the people in that building, they can't even tell you about Brian in that building.
Yes, you're right. You're making sense.
25 years since after what the government after the interim government time when they had all the different council people and things, all the records and things got missing. And one of the things got missing is you see the sergeant of arms and the deputy speaker. These people are key people in that building. The sergeant of arms, when you look at his record, he one of the person that has access to every part of that building that anybody can go through. That means that still you can even ask why you got gone. Nobody saying nothing. Look, people wake up. The people come in here and saying they won't sell land deal, they won't do all the kind of thing. They already have the plan in motion thing, and y'all got to get up. And on the drug business part, y'all got to put the drug business on Joseph. Why you got to sing song on the drug business on Joseph? Because up to now we have been seeing the government national policy when it comes to fighting drugs in our country.
All right.
National emergency. Oh, close to 2 years now. Like today, we saying we want to go for a job.
Thank you so much, my dear brother. Let me see this other caller. Good evening. Hello. Yes, my dear brother. Emmanuel, go ahead.
Thank you for picking up. Good afternoon to everyone. I think this topic is important for us to talk about it. I did a reading on and according to the USGS and the Northern Africa margin of 50 billion.
50. Hello, you said 50 billion of.
Yeah, 50 billion.
Wow.
Actually, I didn't know you. I just said the your impact there. States Geological Services.
Mm-hmm.
Did that research. They there. I sent it to you. 50 billion. Over 50 billion now in the value at the time. And iron ore price have changed. So do you imagine how much it will cost today? So asset should not be push you buy geologists, push you buy mining engineers, push you buy economists to decide how to go about the 50 billion of the country. And with the president or the development minister or whatever the person is, it is a national asset. If we are not careful, and that is where we can say 30 or 70 we're looking for 3 billion to connect all the cities in Accra. It's about 50 billion lying right there and make it fun. I bet you get serious.
All right, thank you so much. So our brother is alleging that okay, he sent me the report. I will go through that report and talking about that entire mountain cost something around 50 billion. Can you imagine that 50 billion? I want to say, you won't go build school, you won't go build road. Well, how much you can spend there for road that you want to go use our whole 50 billion, according to my brother. But again, the other caller who said that the Capitol building got burned and we didn't in fact, there are no questions. Some of us will even ask a question as to what all got burned. All we care about is Capitol building burned and all we finish. So Mark, we're back. But I want to play the video because sending me a lot of times. Maybe please play our they control interesting. They don't cheese. No, they control interesting. Play the video, man.
I said, roll, come on, Fallah, roll, Jeremiah Kun, roll, Maurice Setuma, roll. I said, roll, come on, Fallah, roll, Jeremiah Kun, roll, Maurice Setuma, roll. I said, roll, come on, Fallah, roll, Jeremiah Kun, roll, Maurice Setuma, roll.
All right. So those of you who been texting me back to back for this video, we just play. So yeah, but more we're back after listening to our people. What say you? I want to leave the little time maybe so that we all can respond in time.
Yeah, I got a report. The last caller, he made a very salient point. The United States Department of Interior and the geographical survey in collaboration with the Lens Mine Energy. You know the Wodogisi Mountain, now a single mountain is like a range, a chain of mountain, right? So they estimate that the total net worth of that mountain in untapped resources is slated to be anywhere between $50 to $60 billion. That's the price tag they put on the intent and when you tap the mineral. So that's a lot of money.
But that means never can they not even develop Liberia. What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not just about you're talking about and one of the things about the resources when they say equal distribution, it means that people can divide money. But even the counties that are struggling, right, infrastructure-wise, matter of fact, they are the ones that also benefit because there are some counties in Liberia when they exist in need, nothing there. So if the government want to be even strategic when you when you sign a concession agreement and bring more investors, sometimes you want to invest more in the county that got nothing to show for in the first place, so you can balance it, right? Because you cannot have all the activity happening in Nima County, maybe part of Lofa and Bone County, and the rest of the country is totally disconnected from or certain region is disconnected from the rest of the country. How do you provide economic activity? You want to balance it. I would call equal distribution of wealth. I'm not saying you can turn River G or Bapolu into Nima County, but the people of Bapolu or River G, they need some economic development too, to make their life better. So it's not for Lofians, even though it's situated in Lofa County, and that's the whole idea about today's argument or today's discussion, that the national and the tribalism thing is getting to the place of no return, and only the country can become a victim. So the politician will always survive. They will find a way to get around, to stay in power. But at the end of the day, you who are the direct victims, you are the one that making the thing worse. It is happening in every sector of government, from our sports to our entertainment to voting. And now we are coming to state resources. Even when it comes to employment, that has by this. And when you keep dissecting the country on tribal land, you are only running into a brick wall and you won't like it. So I don't know what you be defending, what you be talking about when you want to play quarterback for these corrupt politicians. No, it's because of you that they will keep adjusting themselves. And that's why when they come to power, they don't even think about you. They think about the next 6 years. Can you imagine, right? There are countries that the presidential cycle only runs for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And in Liberia, we're giving the president 6 years.
6.
If people will start preparing for the next election just 1.5 years into that thing, why it tells you? Can you imagine? You're not even halfway into the 6 year
years of your lifetime.
Yeah, 6 years. And they are already thinking about the next election cycle. They are already.
Some of them they make 10,000. Some of them they make 15,000. Just think about these things before you can even comment, or if I can even insult any of your brothers or sisters. But go ahead, Monk.
I don't know why they are like I said, I don't know why they be quarterbacking here. I don't know why they are trying to defend, whether you like the political leader or the political party.
Monk, can we also maybe put this on literacy or what? What really is the problem?
Yeah, it's one.
Where are we ready for him? Because myself, I'm confused. Because educated people, oh God, Monk, me, Mabel, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Most of your government officials, those of you out there today who have been following us or maybe listening to us, if you see their transactions, if you see their behavior to some of the places, what they do, you not want to even speak to some of them. And now I know African development men or that person, right? He was right, Monk. These guys, they just get these positions, but they do nothing. All some of them do, they eat, they drink, they smoke. Now what they do with your money? Maybe
maybe the reason that they are responding to the voters, the reason they will eat, drink, and not even putting any effort in terms of the work ethics, because that's why the people themselves are rewarding. We are not asking for more. We are not holding our feet to the fire. So if you were in that position, why would you want to do more? You have no reason to do more because the people themselves are giving you every reason in the world to do less. That's just why it is. That pure leverage. You cannot get more than what you ask for. So I don't blame the politician. I blame the people themselves. You know, I was listening to a tape from Dr. Monroe the late. I always listen to my old tape. He said sometimes in life, when people stay too long in a dark room and you bring the torchlight, they will get mad with you for you even putting the light on. And I think that's it. Whether it's the education, whether it's the long-term poverty, and we just cannot make progress as a country. At a certain point in time, people become captive to their own living condition. So you who trying to advocate for something better, no, they're going to turn the knife on you. It's just part of human tendency. That they have been doing this forever.
That's why sometimes some of us when we talk to us, sometimes we can hope because to see your life, your life moving backward times 2. Every time when there's new leader, your life go backward more than ever before. Then you come up and be defending just because you voted for that person. I don't get it. Are you mentally, maybe something is wrong or something is just happening to us as people, you know, because, Mom, why in this world you don't have stable or water? Go see more reply to somebody post. Someone will say, we don't have water. They may reply that go deal where. Can you imagine? I'm telling you, I've been reading most of the comments. Most of them reply. Go and dig where. Go and catch rainwater.
Yeah.
These are kind of phone you made out of you. Just because people gave them position and nobody holding them accountable. These fake activists, some of you that you're following, they are also benefiting from these people. But you don't know. All of these fake activists that you're looking for, hero. Because most of you, that's how you look. You always looking for hero. Nobody always looking for hero for. Every time,
you go produce one show.
People are looking for hero. And all of the heroes that you're all looking for today, they are all enjoying. Right, listen, right, all of the best of cars that you even think about. AC car 24/7. But all you want a hero. The hero will go behind the scene, eat, drink, and smoke with the same people. You come on and you sort people just because they are talking about the ills in society. Now, where is the religious leader in all of this holding and pulling out with someone?
No. Those
24 hours.
Those group, I just forget them. I don't even consider them like Liberian politics. Just kiss them goodbye. But we'll do it again. The 26th says on Saturday, Melbourne. I hope our people can come through for you before Friday, or maybe later on Friday, and we'll keep reminding them on Sktv. Or I don't know. I will say again, I don't know why the contribution to the show is not coming for some personal reason for some folks, but we can forget about the crew and the team on Sktv, especially for you guys back there, most definitely. So we'll see before the 27th. We got to find your 27th. I mean, you've been doing great every day.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear brother. And let me say thanks to all of you. Good night, people. We got to go. Thank you so much, John. Again, that will be on tomorrow by the grace of the Almighty God. We are out.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. Foreign people who waiting to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end of the rest of them. So welcome my life with African.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Play Paris who make you I can't Sktv venue. Say my journey, Tina can I say my jamo. And yes I know money. Emu aye yo. And you love me. Emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle Rider, Lofa, and Grand Bazaar.
And I Guinea, ya to money. And a Sadia, ya to money. And a Conakry, ya to money. And a Codoboy, ya to money. And a Guinea, ya to money. And a Sadia, ya to money. And a Conakry, ya to money. And a Codoboy, ya to money. And a Pagayana, ya to money. Sktv. And a Pagayana. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle Rider, Lopa, and Grand Bazaar.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who waiting to sell. The flesh, that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. To work with my life with Africa. From Grandpa's and Nima to Lufa, from River Test, River G to Chile, from Penku, Bombay, Cape Town, Monserrat, San to Backwater, from Maryland, Punk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.